I'm gonna open up a
All right.
chat so that I can read it.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh, someone's hacking the system.
Laura, your mic's doing the thing again.
Oh, fuck.
No, no, we know what that means. That means an agent jacked in somewhere.
Right, that.
Anything? Is it still happening? Are we
No,
good?
you're good.
No, that's
Oh,
fine.
goodness.
Okay. Jesus.
I mean, you're good, Mr. Anderson. All right. Okay, good. We're streaming. Let's just jump right in. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's been a while. Welcome back. Yeah. So to catch everyone up, in case you're confused as to why we were gone or whatnot, we took a break. It's been a month and a half, right?
Might
About
be
2
close to
months.
2 at this point.
Might
Yeah,
be.
it's
been a
definitely more
bit.
than a month.
We took a break to convert the system basically to 5th edition, from Rifts to 5th edition, to try and keep our characters as close as possible, but maintaining their feel and switching the mechanics to 5e. And we successfully did that. And also we had a couple practice sessions so that the players can get decently accustomed to the new system. We are not going to pretend to be masters of 5th edition by any means, and we are still going to be. Yeah, we're still going to be learning as we go along, but we're good enough to keep going. And so to explain, we are not exactly where we left off in the story when we stopped a month and a half or whenever ago, because the practice sessions were continuing the story. They were canon, but they were more like side adventures that our crew faced as they were traveling back towards the portal to get back to center, and their esteemed colleague they left behind.
Yeah.
Involuntarily, of course. Give me a second here. Let me open up my notes.
Also, us directly did not result in all the holes of the ship.
Yeah.
No, those were well, I mean, you
Except
didn't
for
help
this one.
the issue.
Yeah, we didn't help the issue at all.
You didn't exactly help the issue, but
Technically, one of them was. Yeah, this one was technically directly a result of Kid.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Listen, at least we didn't let it touch the water and turn the entire planet into goo.
This one,
okay,
not your fault. This one, you took too long. This one, totally your fault.
Yeah, totally our fault. That's true.
Oh yeah,
No,
broken
no.
table down here, totally your fault.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
I
yes.
guess.
Y'all don't need to take credit for Kid's work, really. Like,
I mean, no, the table was me.
100% on them.
Oh yeah,
Table's
the
Anna.
table's Anna.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't record this shit. I don't remember.
Well, technically, if we want to be literal, the table was the wizard.
No.
Yeah, there's a wizard falling through it more than anything. I mean, it was his body.
I mean,
But,
technically, yeah.
If push-up glasses, if we want to get technical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But their adventures have subsided, and we're going to pick up this session as the crew approaches. Let me go ahead and take you back to the map. The original village. So we're going to pick up. We'll say that 2 months have passed since you started your journey back home, and many an adventure has happened.
Oh,
Many things have taken place.
Oh yeah, do we still have those whale pheromones?
I
they weren't
forgot
whales.
about that.
They were
I think so,
worms.
Yeah,
Okay, worm
I mean,
pheromones, sorry.
I mean, why wouldn't you? Did you get rid of them for some
Just
reason?
threw the whole bag overboard.
I used it all.
Oh my
You
god.
you used it all?
No.
No? Okay.
I mean, that would be the answer to what would have happened to them. Would have been Lucas, but
Yeah, probably.
But no, I believe you would still have them. And we were going to start the session off. So they dropped you off. Captain Threepwood and the gnomes dropped you off at Port Ray with a fond farewell as they have grown akin to you. And despite facing nothing but hardships while you were on board, no one seems to, and rightly so, no one seems to blame you for them. More correlation, not causation type of issue there.
Thank God.
And without you there, they seem to be much more of the opinion that thank God you were there, if that makes sense.
Good.
Yes. I'm just pointing out because people could have different takes on it, but no, the crew seems to actually be genuinely sad that you're going, except for Wizard Sans, who doesn't seem to even notice until I don't know. Does anyone even go to say goodbye or?
That would be Kid.
Well,
Isaac would have fixed his everything, because if I recall correctly, he got
healed
several broken ribs and whatnot from falling through the deck. But after that, he wouldn't have. He would be engrossed in his devices.
That's fair. Yeah. Kid would, like, before they fucked off, would go over and be like, hey, we're leaving.
Oh, I suppose I should get my things. And he'll stand up. Where are we headed exactly?
No, you're not. I mean, I guess technically you can leave the boat. I'm not gonna, like, tie you to a chair or something, but, like, we're going.
Yes, we are going. Where are we going? I was unaware that we were going anywhere. No, I have a lot of research. Is it important? Can I just stay here?
Yes.
Okay. Well then, I'm glad that we settled that. And he sits back down.
Yup. I'm glad that we figured that out.
He starts writing again.
I wanted to say sorry for dropping you a while back.
Oh. Oh, lad, you don't have to apologize. Most fun I've had in ages.
Okay.
I mean, the broken bones I could probably do without at my age, but it was quite a trip. Woo. And all that.
Kid frowns at him and goes, uh-huh. I guess thanks for letting me use your stuff and stuff. I don't remember. Did Kid ever give him the formula that they fixed?
You never stated you did.
Well, Kid would give him that, just like I figured, like, since this was yours originally anyways, I just kind of, fixed it.
And he'll take it and he'll look over it and he'll muse and go, oh, I didn't think of using that as a catalyst. That's brilliant. Brilliant. You didn't tell me you were into chemistry.
I wasn't.
Oh, I thought you were just borrowing those books for some light reading. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I would have looked on. I didn't know that you were an academic. Well, when you get back, perhaps we'll discuss this a bit more thoroughly.
Kid opens their mouth and then closes their mouth and then goes, sure, when we get back. Gotcha. Yep. I don't know if we're coming back. Probably not. We're going to space.
Oh. He pauses for a second. Is that Is that in the Ophid grasslands?
That's up. And Kid points up, like, a lot.
Up.
Like, past your star, sun. All suns are stars, I think.
He kind of looks at you, tilts his head to the side. Right. May have been a little quick on the academic part. Well,
Damn.
he goes, well then, then I wish you safe travels to wherever you're headed. To the stars and all that.
Yep. Are we actually like we're actually like by the town that we originally started at, correct?
No, you would
Oh,
still have a
it's-
few days journey from it.
Okay. Right, yep. Kid will say, well, have fun with the gnomes and stuff, and try not to get brain eaten by demon things again. Okay, bye. And
Yes, that's terrible business. You as well. And
they're just walking away.
as you're walking away, you hear, and perhaps seek out an education. Bright mind. Terrible to let it go to waste.
They just keep walking. No, I don't think we actually learned how old he is.
No, you didn't. Yeah.
Probably for the better.
Oh, I'm 26 years old.
Yeah, he's just been through some stuff.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, after that whole ordeal with the fucking
mean-
demon, like.
So,
Dexterity save. What are you doing, Lucas, that needs dexterity save?
Lucas, what are you doing?
I'm doing nothing. I accidentally hit a button.
You saved. Well done.
Good job.
Lucas sitting on the deck all of a sudden successfully dodges.
Our proficiency is a 4, right?
Correct.
Mm, yep.
Your proficiency bonus, yes.
Sorry, I have to keep fixing it on the sheet.
Oh,
God,
is
is
it
it messed
still-
up again?
It got messed up a little bit. I'm fixing
Oh.
everything.
Oh, okay. I'll check everyone's while we're doing this. So with
Mine's
that,
fine.
the crew waves farewell to you and lets you know that if ever you return past this way to seek them out, if you need travel once again, of course they understand that you're probably not coming back, but in case, Captain Threepwood and his crew would be more than happy to have you back at any time. And with that, you guys set off from the city of Ray. Probably, I'd assume you pick up some provisions. Probably expend maybe 5 gold, just enough to get the provisions you'd need to make it's a few days journey back to the village where you left
Did we
Cathar.
actually convert our shiny shit into gold? Because I don't
You
remember
never
this.
did, actually. No.
I was gonna say, because if we did, that would make things so much easier, but I'm pretty sure Kid just has a fucking thing full of gems.
Well,
That's why I have a
don't
sticky
forget-
note that says money on it.
Yeah, don't forget, like, we literally pulled out pounds of gold from that ship.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. A melted, super duper melted gold.
Where's that,
Yeah.
by the way?
Kid's been lugging it around.
Okay.
In your treasure chest?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right, she has a treasure chest.
Okay. You know, on second thought, you might want to spend a little bit more gold to hire like a cart or something. Otherwise, you're going to be lugging that all the way back to the village for several days.
Kid's fine with that.
Okay. It's definitely within your strength, certainly, but I will let you know, Kid's going to be very uncomfortable because,
It's big, boxy, and cumbersome.
exactly. Yes.
I'm aware.
We've been on a ship for 2 months. We need to move.
Sure.
At this point, Kid's just like, I don't care. I just need to get going. I'm so glad that I'm not on water anymore.
Yes.
But listen, kid, I'll design you a wheel. I'll design you a wheel that you... Why are you walking away?
Let's go.
But we still need to pay. Nope.
And it takes about 3 days for you guys to travel the roads of the Orphid Grasslands, which are fairly uneventful days, as these roads are decently patrolled by the local militia. There's not a centralized government to speak of in the Ophid Grasslands, but the local cities of Ray and Akari and Zala do have decent militias that patrol the highways that keep it more or less free and clear of bandits. And you make it back to the village you are at, and you see that as you approach it again, give me a second as I draw you guys back to that. You do see some interesting changes. Ooh, I gotta make some changes here, don't I?
I was gonna say, everyone's there already. It's a
I thought
miracle.
we killed him.
Yeah, hang on.
We kind of did.
And some people went home. Let's see here. He's dead. Beatrix went home. Cathor's there somewhere. All right. You see that the water wheel that was there is now much larger, much more intricate, and seems to be turning a much more complex wooden. The only word for it is machine.
Cathor's been busy.
Cathor.
Yup.
And as you approach the settlement, you see that you approach it in the evening time as the sun's starting to sink down over the horizon. But despite that, as you approach it, you see that there are several lights in the village, and it's not the flickering lights of torches either. It is more reminiscent of what you would expect of
He fucking gave them electricity.
of more steady incandescent light.
Oh my god.
I spent 2 months not being able to use my abilities, and he gives these fuckers electricity?
I mean,
I
believe it. It sounds
Well, you do know
like
you do
Cathor.
know that electricity doesn't work well on this planet, so it might not be that, but something's happening here.
Plasma.
And as you continue to approach the town, what would you guys do? Would you make your way towards the inn, or?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please, dear God.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you would make your way towards the inn, and as you walk into the inn, you do see that there are as you walk through the town, there are nothing short of telephone poles with cables on them. However, Isaac and Lucas, you can feel this. There is a slight magical aura running through the poles themselves. Very slight, but it is there. And as you walk into the inn, you do see that inside the inn there are these white orbs of light mounted on the walls. And you see several people, of course, gathered there, and among them is Cathor, who is currently sitting in a corner, bent over a piece of paper with a quill, and is writing something.
We've been gone for like what? 2-3 months now.
About 2 months, a little over.
Jesus.
About 2 months, 2 weeks, 2.5 months, actually.
He's just like, well, I'm bored. Let's fix up a city.
Well, he wasn't on a
Downtown.
perch.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That is very fair. I hope he's been paid well, or at least somewhat.
Hey, Squee, can I just sense electricity because I'm bitter?
Absolutely. You don't sense any electricity.
Slightly
I'm
less
bitter.
bitter.
She was ready to throw down, just like, bitch,
Yeah.
listen here.
Yeah, you don't sense any electricity. He's not trying to destroy the village. It seems fairly clear. Isaac, from your small understanding of techno-wizardry, it very much looks like he has somehow harnessed magical energy generated from the turning of the wheel to power magical lamps throughout the village.
Yeah, probably with some kind
I
of
will say
blinding
this.
flash or
A
with daylight
very
spell.
impressive feat to pull off in 2.5 months.
I
Well,
mean,
he
there's
is
a reason we
genius.
took him from that ruin.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go in. I'm just gonna find a table. I'm gonna
You're not
sit
gonna go sit
down.
with Cathor?
Sure, let's go sit with Cathor.
You'll see, as I said, he's bent over a parchment with a quill, and he has like an ink smudge on his chin and in his beard. He's currently looks like he's drawing some schematics of some kind, doing some sort of heavy calculus.
Kid walks in, stands next to the door, and just slams down the trunk and sits down on top of it. Just like, ugh.
He looks up. Oh, well, welcome back. I expected you eventually.
Yeah. What we didn't expect was a friggin' devil to teleport us across the world. But hey, that's
Oh,
how it went.
is that what happened? A devil?
Not just any devil.
Yeah, the same
Kid
one.
lays down on top of their box.
Eh,
3 guesses on who.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
you mean that one we met back in Cyberworld?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why?
He was mad.
I seem to have missed quite a bit. Why was he mad? Didn't you give him what
Because
he
they
wanted?
lied.
Technically,
puts
we
down the
didn't
quill.
lie. It's time is ever changing and flowing and bullshit. Basically, when we didn't give the orb over, the real orb, we made the fake one. Fake one actually, did its job and made a prospering, great planet, which is not what the devil wanted. The devil wanted, like, a planet in turmoil that is crazy and insane and bonkers.
So we got a pirate adventure out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, I think this is the
Yeah, I think you might be right. Hang on.
Yeah.
As I
because I remember making these marks.
Yep.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Because that's where the door
So you guys
was.
would actually be over here somewhere.
So Kid's just laying down on top of the giant box right here.
And you'd say, well, so teleported you halfway across the world. That must have been quite an adventure.
Looks into distance.
We got on a ship. Yeah, it was great. Wrong type of ship though. It was, the one on the water. Not fun.
Right.
Also, it was underground. It was
Huh.
a gnome ship.
That seems counterproductive. I'm not sure a ship would have a lot of room to move underground.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
it has
it-
too much room.
underground.
there's an underground sea and a cave system and a whole underground world.
Really?
It's actually kind of cool, but I don't want to be near the water
fascinating.
for a while.
Looks out window at river.
Right. Well, am I to understand from this that you guys
Can
are...
we go home?
Right. Yes. Well, I did have some ideas of some minor improvements on the village, but quite frankly, it was something to keep me busy while waiting for you guys to return. And he looks down at the schematics sadly and then rolls them up. Yes, I suppose we can.
Well,
It has been
let me
quite
take a
some
look
time.
at them. How long would that take?
He kind of like hands them over. You take a look at them.
are
It's
As
It
for
was-
giant golden castle, big tower of golden piers everywhere. He crosses out the sand part on his schematics.
No, it's very intricate schematics designed to use the flow of water to try and harness magical energy to help farming crops. It seems very complex. It is not something that would be done easily or within a short amount of time at all.
Magic
Interesting.
aqueducts. Jesus.
Well,
Let's.
you know where to retire to.
Yeah. Hey, if you want, you can stay here. You don't have to come with us.
Oh, no.
he
goes, I think you misunderstand. I get very bored when I don't have things to do, with my hands. And usually I like to have technology. He lowers his voice. They don't
Listen.
have that here.
Trust me, I just spent 2 months on a ship, drawing in a book, trying to design something with no materials, no tools.
My entertainment was getting punched in the face.
And
Because
getting
I
drunk.
got no electricity either. I'm not even allowed to use lightning. She says that part in a whisper. There's limited booze on a ship. So all I gotta do is punch things.
He looks at Isaac and says, I feel you. I understand. He looks at you. He says, I seem like that's your own fault, but I understand completely, and I am more than ready to head out with you. Back to center, then, is it?
Yeah, please. I would like to go back to my life.
Indeed.
They're gonna be so pissed with us.
I don't
Well,
care at this point.
I don't.
want to go.
I mean, and Catherine says, I don't think we ever told them exactly how long this would take. So,
Do you think that matters?
no.
Actually, I seem to recall only saying a month. Like, this will be a quick thing, a month, and we'll be back. It's cool. It's been 3.
Well, Heart's a bright young girl. I'm sure she'll be fine. And Cyber, I've rarely seen Cyber be upset at anything.
Thinks of Tessa.
He doesn't mention anyone else.
No, don't
Yeah.
blame him.
And he goes, well, so perhaps head out in the morning?
Yeah, sounds good.
Very well. Don't worry about room and board. They've, well, I've made some slight improvements to the town, so I've more than earned my keep here. We can spend the night free of charge. Oh, and dinner's on me.
Oh, wait, what do they have?
How about drinks?
Yes.
It says from across the room.
Yeah, and so basically, food, drinks, and lodgings are on the house as simply being able to light up homes at night is a vast improvement on quality of life that Cathro has done for free because he was bored.
Yeah. Do they have indoor plumbing now?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
It was only 2.5 months.
Yeah, that's true. So, I'm just gonna say it right now, Isaac is going to crave something that the gnomes haven't had. Like,
Meat.
I don't
Food?
know what...
Height?
Yeah. Wow. No, food-wise. Food-wise. Like,
I
if
crave
we were just...
tall people. So
If the diet on the
sure.
ship
Fresh
was...
vegetables.
The diet on the ship would have been mostly seafood and hard bread. So
Okay.
fresh vegetables, game like deer, rabbit, things of that nature.
He's going to want exactly that.
Fresh baked bread, things of that nature. Sure,
Yes.
absolutely. You
Everything
can find
fresh.
most of that here. Yes. So this wouldn't be your first meal. Obviously, you probably would have gotten some of this when you got to the city. But this would be the first meal you've had where it is freshly baked bread and freshly picked vegetables, because what you would have gotten from the city would have been from the market.
Yeah.
So this stuff, though, would have been like freshly pulled from the garden this evening kind of thing, or freshly baked out of the oven. So it would be very delicious.
Sweet.
Comparatively.
Kid who is usually just super picky about like whatever they eat just eats everything that's put in front of them.
Mm-hmm. And they offer you all the food and drink that you could take,
Including a
Hard
corpse.
liquor.
Hard liquor.
lots of hard liquor.
That is something they do not consume. They push their glass over to Anna.
Hey, Anna,
And-
why do you have 3 glasses in front of you?
Where did the third one come from?
One for each
Isaac
hand
slides
that I
it
see
over.
right now.
Anna's not as much as a drunk as we've joked her about being. Tonight she matches that.
Why do I have 3? 1 for each hand and a spare just in case.
That sounds more like an Indigo line.
So yeah, that is.
Yeah.
So you guys, you eat and you drink to your merry, and then you rest in decently comfortable beds. At least they're not hammocks and they're not rocking.
Oh, thank God.
And you wake up bright and early in the morning, and you're able to actually
I don't think Anna wakes up bright and early.
Kid definitely doesn't.
So figuratively speaking, you wake up bright and early, noonish, and you're actually offered a ride back to the portal by the same gentleman in the cart that offered you the ride in the first place. Again, free of charge, due to Cathor's efforts, who has greatly improved the lives of the people of this village, and has offered or has accepted no real payment in return. And he's confided in you guys, basically, not that he didn't want payment, but that really, I mean, they didn't have much in the way of money, and they wanted to give him livestock and vegetables, and what's he going to do with that? So he decided it would be more prudent to take a magnanimous approach and simply say that he was doing this for the good works of the people.
But in reality,
Really,
there was just nothing.
Out of his skull.
Yeah, in reality, it was just they didn't have anything he was interested in. He was doing it because he was bored.
Wakes up one day, I'm gonna give these bitches electricity. Let there be light, motherfuckers.
Oh my God.
So the cart driver rides you guys out back into the grass fields. It's a, I believe it was a 2-day journey to the portal, of which is fairly, again, uneventful. You ride through the.
Bring up something.
Sure.
Okay, I think we took down the bandit, pirate, whatever they were. You guys had any trouble after that?
He would say to the driver.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sir, not at all. In fact, it was unusual, to see so many pirates or bandits in this part as was. From what I understand, they were an old pirate crew that their ship got marooned in a cave somewhere close by.
Not anymore.
Used to be. That was just a molten slag heap.
That's why it was such a shock to everyone. We're not used to such. Well, if I can be pardoned such rough language, such rude ruffians in these parts.
Language. Yeah.
It's still early for her, don't mind her.
He nods.
It's like 4 PM.
Excuse me, miss, but he says, "Excuse me, miss, but there are some people who are deserving of such strong words."
Her eyes remain closed. She looks like death.
I don't know. That drinking tolerance rolled pretty well.
Yeah, but it's more fun this way.
All right.
That's why she isn't puking over the side.
So, with that, you guys make your way back towards the portal, and as time passes on, you begin to see it in the distance. And like I said, it's a 2-day journey. You spend one night under the wagon or in the wagon. It's not very uncomfortable, given again what you spent the past 2 weeks or 2 months doing. And as you may approach the portal, you see that it is open, and he says, "Oh, you're in luck. It's not always open, you know. But, well, fates be shining upon you."
Fantastic.
Their chest and starts walking towards it.
Well, travelers, safe travels. And if you ever stop back by this parts, know that you will always be welcome at our village.
Okay, bye.
Farewell.
Have a good
Thank you
life.
for the trip.
Take care. And he says, and he starts turning the cart around and headed back home. And you guys make your way towards the portal. Any last minute things you want to do on the world of Palladium?
Middle finger.
I was waiting for it. Yeah, no, kid's just going through.
Tell someone to fuck off.
Giving me these
your
macros was a
special
bad
skills.
idea.
No, they're beautiful and wonderful, and I'm so glad you're employing them.
I love how there's like no one around, but you're telling someone.
She's telling this universe specifically, fuck
Yes.
you.
Listen, this was a neat place. It might be cool for other people. Doesn't fucking do it for me. He's gonna flip the bird as well.
Oh my
You
god.
guys
That
are
guy's just looking at
rude.
it going, language.
And with that, you guys step through the portal back into the gate world of Center.
Woo! Been a while.
It has
Oh
been,
my
hasn't it?
God.
Oh
You
hey.
step back into Gateland of Portal, level 2A of Center. Hang on, let me move
need
all
to
your
update
tokens.
them.
Oh, you already
I
got them?
don't even exist.
Yeah, this is from before.
Give me a second. Let me let me edit things around a little bit here. Ba-ba-bum-ba-bum. Let's see who's where. Who do we have and who do we don't have? Lucas, you're coming up here. Let me get Anna and Kid real quick. Anna, Kid, Cathor.
I love how it's just the Stargate SG1. Actually, no.
Yeah.
This is
God, I made
Axis.
this. I made
No.
this what years ago?
Still
Years
a
ago now,
Stargate.
I think.
Yeah,
Many
Before I
years.
joined, yep.
2 years.
Hang on, let me get you guys a little bigger.
No, I think kid size was
I don't know.
perfect.
I don't know if you Mackenzie and Laura, if you've used this map before. This
I
is
have.
okay. Good. So yeah, we basically
We had
just
to go
use
through
this.
this gate at some point.
That is
And
very
the kid
true.
had to go into the Splagorth trading post.
So we use this more as a general representation of knowing where on Center you are. So oh, I need to make it a little bit bigger. Yeah.
I
So you
mean-
step.
Go.
So you step through Gate World, and of course, as always, it is excessively busy, as this is actually the gates that lead to many, many worlds. And you step into almost what looks like a gigantic airport. There are many people crowding in from all different gateways into what look like security booths. And you also make your way through the lines towards a security booth, and you go through customs, you check things in. Do you attempt to hide anything? You guys don't actually have anything on you that you would that honestly
That would count as contraband, really.
exactly. But
I mean, there's the pheromones, but I'm pretty sure that's not like
no,
classified
no.
as a drug here.
Yeah, it's not Canada. They're not asking if you've touched any livestock or anything like that. So
Yeah, kid has their bow, they have their jewels, they have their giant melty gold thing, and they've got a box.
I got a stick.
I have nothing to declare other than I was bored out of my mind for the past 2 months.
We have a giant hunk of gold. We have the stick. If you press the button, it stays in place. I'm not gonna do that.
That's right.
Oh,
I
no.
have a cloak.
I got a genie.
they
Yeah.
they register some of the items. They nod. When Isaac says that, he kind of looks at where your travel papers, of course, because you had to get them to go through the portal. And he goes, Palladium. Yeah, I can see where you're
Buddy.
coming from. Low technology worlds.
Yeah, I'm a techno wizard. Do you know how
Oh.
painful that was? I'm also a gunslinger. Do you know how painful that was?
Well, I'm just a guard, but I suppose I could understand. Well,
I-
everything checks out. You're
I
more
have
than welcome
spent
to...
my life
Oh no.
shooting guns.
Kid
This
like
way
grabs
pushes
his
him
cloak
through.
and
Yeah,
starts pulling him along.
But you don't understand.
And as you guys walk through the line into like the general reception area, you do see sitting off in the distance in what looks like a lounge chair with a big floppy hat and sunglasses with a tall glass of what looks like maybe iced tea or something and a giant actual paper magazine heart sitting
Oh my
under what
God.
looks like a bright lamp. That's more designed to just light up the area, but she's wearing a big floppy hat, her normal suspenders, big sunglasses, and she's just sitting there leafing through pages.
How many days was she there?
So many.
I think she's a smart girl. She probably called up our nice friend and probably asked when we would be coming back.
They wouldn't know.
They wouldn't know.
They wouldn't?
No.
I guess they knew when the gate was opening.
Which nice friend?
Future tech lady that was on the...
Beatrix?
No. What's her flipping name?
Sarah?
Sarah.
Sarah
How would she know?
wouldn't know when you guys were headed
Oh.
back, yeah.
But
Wait,
But the gates
Might-
open at specific time, don't they?
wait.
Yes.
Wait.
that-
I have a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Would Center, or not Center, but I can't remember, Zeberon, have transcripts of the times and places people went on Center?
No.
They would
Not, I mean, important people, yes. But much like
Definitely
in our
not us.
history,
Yeah.
much like our history, we don't have the transcripts of everyone that traveled to and from the ports of France 500 years ago.
That's fair.
We do have their cargo list, Squee.
Not all of them. Nuts. No, but yes, to be fair, the portal is open certain times. So Hart would know what times the portal is open, but of course she would have no way of knowing which of those times you would be coming.
It's better than her sitting there every day for like a month or more.
2.5 months. Time.
We
You
could
do know this. Time passes the same either on both sides.
Well, it's more just like if we told her a month, then after
Right.
a month, it'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, I guess we can ask her herself.
That's true.
I like theorizing.
Yeah, these high concept theories.
This is my major.
All right. Isaac will saunter over.
As you guys approach, she'll look up from the magazine, go, ah! And she'll throw the magazine down, jump up, run her over, and throw her arms around Isaac and do the whole, kick her legs up and spin around. Welcome back. Wow. It's been a while. What'd you bring me?
My undying love and affection?
She
Nice
smiles
save.
sweetly. No, really. What'd you bring me?
I believe she did ask for a what's it called?
Souvenir?
That's
what it
it.
is.
I think you did get her something.
Did I?
I think
I
there
don't
was a moment where you're like,
remember
I'm going to
this.
take something for Hart, but I don't remember what.
She taps her foot. Yes, Isaac, you did get me something.
Cloak, quick.
Hey, here, have a cloak. It's nice
sorry,
and
Bird, you
soft.
never-
Yeah, look, okay, we didn't
We've been
go
on a
over
pirate
this. We didn't go over this on the pirate ship. We also didn't go to any ports or anything. I also completely forgot. So it's completely fair.
I feel
My
like
thought-
you did. I just don't remember what it would
Yeah,
have been.
I think I did. I'm not sure, but it sure has been a while. It sure has been
She'll-
2
It
hours.
wouldn't have been
Chat,
recorded
if
either.
you guys remember,
So I can tell you, she did ask for a souvenir. to
Yeah.
ask you to bring something.
Yeah, I don't
back
think we're
from
doubting
world.
that.
Yeah, we're not
Um,
doubting that. It's just I can't remember if I said I would get something.
You definitely said you would get something.
Yeah,
if
you
she
said you would
asked.
get something, and you. So here's the thing: you never actually did get her something.
Yeah. But like
To
I
be-
said,
I will
we
say this on
sure
both
didn't go
sides.
to a port or anything
Yeah.
to do shopping.
Yeah, I mean, things did not go as planned. I will say, like, sympathetically, I can understand Isaac's plight. It's not like things went as you expected.
Yeah. Well, it's either that or the worm pheromones.
There was a
Oh
cloak.
my god.
Pheromones
There
are
was
for
a
later when you guys are
cloak.
alone.
Oh Jesus.
Would you be interested in a worm pheromone? She seems more of a tech person. There was no tech on that planet.
There's no tech on the
Worm
planet.
pheromones it is.
Jesus.
So you hand her a bag, and she goes, "Oh, what is
I
it?"
thought we were going with the cloak.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know. What are you guys going with? 'Cause I
cloak.
heard both.
The
Okay,
cloak
the cloak.
first.
Got
The
it.
cloak
the cloak.
first. If she does, here's what'll happen. Listen,
Mhm.
I got you this cloak, and he's gonna take it off and hand it over. It's nice and soft, and if you don't like it, you can have this. Mystery bag number 2. Do not put it in your nose.
She'll
Do
look
not.
at the cloak. It is exquisitely made, and it is very soft. And she goes, "Wow, this is really nice."
Yeah.
And she'll just throw it over her shoulders. It looks absolutely ridiculous with the big floppy hat and the sunglasses, but she doesn't
And the
seem to care.
suspenders.
And the suspenders. She doesn't seem to care, and she goes, "It feels very nice. I
Yeah.
feel better somehow." Thank
Magic.
you, Isaac.
No
It is?
problem. Yep.
You got me a magical cloak?
Yeah.
She looks like very touched.
Score.
Oh my god. You got so fucking lucky.
Yup.
Lucky? He had to give up a magic item. I'm not sure I'd
I
call
mean,
that lucky.
He can borrow it off of her.
Right. We'll see how that goes.
They share a room.
Maybe.
Sorta.
I wonder how convincing he is.
Well,
Um,
after he
Very
makes those,
convincing.
after
Yeah.
he makes those charismatic speedos, we'll see.
Oh yeah.
Because that's gonna
Um,
happen.
So she takes it. She goes, "So, you guys were gone a long time.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me about it. Let's
What
just
happened?
go. Let's
We
go.
will tell you on the ship.
Kids just
Yeah.
walking away this entire time, lugging their
Oh.
luggage.
Right. About that,
About what?
Don't you dare.
the ship.
What
Mhm.
happened to the ship? We only paid for a month.
No, maybe. And she just gets on a comm. Cyber, hey, everyone's back. Yeah, no, they're good. They're safe. Isaac got me a cloak. Yeah. Hey, Indigo. What? Oh, yeah, sure. Hang on. And she hands the comm over to Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
Do you put it up to your ear?
Mm-hmm.
You hear Indigo. Where the hell have you been?
Give me that phone.
Oh my god.
Apparently Lucas wants to talk to you, but we were teleported. We're on a Here, Lucas.
Like trying to get the phone.
There you go. Have fun. Hands over the
Hello.
Lucas,
Yes.
it's been 2.5 months. Where were you guys?
Oh, we were only teleported to the other side of the world by was it Devon?
Evil.
Devil. And we had to be on a ship for 2 months.
Water
and boy,
ship.
howdy, did we almost die 5 times.
6. Don't forget your Jello pinky.
Lucas. You hear like heart from behind you. Lucas,
Yeah.
why is your finger blue? and
Oh,
transparent.
that was just one of the times we almost died. We'll get that till later.
Yeah.
Indigo on the other side says, "Okay, is everyone safe? Is everyone alive?"
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, we're different people now, but we're here.
There's a pause. Right, I'm not even going to try and unpack that. Just get to the hangar bay where you left the ship. Better you see for yourself.
Sure.
Well,
And
kids,
the
kids
click.
been walking in that direction since the beginning of this conversation. So
We're
someone
different
should keep
people
up.
now.
I
We've
mean,
grown
it's not
as
wrong,
people.
Yeah, but that's not the impression it gives.
but
Didn't
it's
mean
not
it
wrong.
literally. She could take it literally if she'd like.
This is coming from Lucas. She can take it any possible way, and it's probable.
Look, I'm different. Look at this.
Oh my god.
Squee, I think you're doing the exact thing I was worried you were gonna do when we got back.
Which is what?
Let's see.
Oh, all right then. Let's see. Hey, maybe you're wrong.
She's making a silent call right now.
Maybe everything's fine.
Yeah,
So we
dude.
walk into the spaceport.
Everything's
Drive in on our-
completely fine, dude.
So
we
you
won
guys
the lottery.
you get to the spaceport where you left not your ship, the smaller ship that you
Yeah.
didn't steal so much as acquired.
We commandeered.
Commandeered. Yes, that's a better word for it,
Well,
certainly.
Technically,
he gave
legally.
it to us.
Yeah. Technically, the kids commandeered it and then gave it to you.
Oh, that ship. Okay.
Yeah. Because you took that to center. You left the second chance on center. I mean, on
I thought you meant
Frontier
that
Station.
third ship that was like kind of left abandoned that we were. I don't remember if we were taking that or not.
That was the one, right? That's the one you guys took, isn't it? The one.
No.
So the one you guys took to center was no.
The one we
you guys
stole
took,
from Vector.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. It's been a while. You took Vector's ship back to center.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So you go to the dock where you had it stationed, and the
Mhm.
ship is gone, and in its place is a small box. And of course, you would all be familiar with it. It's basically a hollow message box. They generally contain recorded messages. And standing there is Cyber 6 and Indigo. And when you walk up, Cyber 6 waves and goes, "It's good that you're all back. Wish it was under better circumstances."
Where's the
of course."
ship?
Yeah, about that.
Where's Tessa?
Oh, Tessa's fine. She's resting. She's just sleeping. He raises his hands. Absolutely fine. Everyone's fine. She's just not here at the moment.
Where's the ship? Kid repeats.
Yeah.
Spit it out. Spit it out.
Best you just watch for yourselves, Cyber says.
Okay.
And he goes over to the message and plays the recorded message. And he presses a button, and a holographic image of Vector appears.
God fucking damn it.
And he says, "So, you're back. I wonder how long it took you. No real matter. By now, you're probably finding this instead of my ship that you stole. And you're wondering what the hell's going on. Well, first, let me fill you in on a few details. I was fine that you got one up on me. No one's perfect, and it was clever, and you know what? I can admire that in an opponent. You got the drop on me. Hey, you got some money out of me. Quite a bit of money, actually. But that's fine. I can let bygones be bygones. But what I can't abide is people who break their word, and most importantly, people who stick me in jail. I believe I was very clear that I did not ever want to go back to jail. Well, you sent me back there. Had you not, had you just let me be, I would have gone my way, you would have gone yours. Hell, would have let you kept the money in the ship. I'd be getting loads anyway. Small small setback. No, you had to prove a point. Well, now I'm proving a point. I'm not just proving a point. I am going to destroy you. And not just you, but everything about you. Your image. I'm going to tear you, every single one of you, down. And it starts today with this message. Your little friend, Beatrix? I own her. What did you think was going to happen when you sent her back? Do you think she was just going to be your friend? Let me make this very, very clear. You have made an enemy of me. And I may not be the most physically threatening individual, but I have very, very specific talents. And those talents involve finding everyone who has any sort of shit with you and getting all of them against you. And I will be doing that. And I will be using them to tear everything you've ever cared about from this world. Because no one throws me in prison. Consider this my gauntlet thrown on the ground. Oh, and you might want to make your way back to Frontier Station however you get there. I believe you left something there back there important to you. And then it just disappears.
I don't remember what we left on Frontier.
Our other ship.
Our
Yep.
actual ship? Okay.
And everything we own.
Cyber goes, yeah, so that. We saw Beatrix come back. She picked up Gloop and was friendly enough. Said that you guys were going to continue on, that she had gotten her payment and that left on good terms. We had no reason to suspect her. But the next day, ship was gone. This was here.
Neat.
Lucas
I mean,
walks over to the box. Any reason why this is like still here, or is this like a
Cyber 6 kind of just shrugs. It's magnetized to the floor. Honestly, I could remove it, I suppose, but, well, we paid rent for the space, and it really just wasn't worth the effort. And in case we missed you, well, honestly, if you didn't see Hard at the hangar, and you came here first, you'd probably want an explanation as to why the ship was gone.
is there any way to like copy this or
We could take it with us. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Give me a few minutes. And Cyber 6 starts bending down and messing with the box. Yes, kid.
Oh, I was gonna say, kid's just gonna try and rip it off the floor.
Even with your strength, it's very heavily magnetized. Cyber 6 would be like, kid, just give me a few minutes. I'll let you have it.
I've got it.
Kid, no. Like Cyber 6 is like not stopping you, but he's like one of those, like, he's got his hand outstretched. He's like, kid.
They're just holding their breath, yanking up. Finally, it's just like
Roll me a strength check.
Oh my god! All right, let's fucking do this.
Okay. You slowly rip not it from the floor,
Oh no!
but the floor up around it, and you basically pull it and a chunk of the metal off the ground. And Cyber 6 is like, well, okay. Suppose we'll just add that to the cost of our renting the space then.
Yeah,
Just
we're
put
gonna
it
have
back.
to
Just
pay
put
for
it
that.
back.
Yeah.
Well, Lucas, we can take it with us now.
How big is this box?
It's not very big at all. You can hold it in one hand.
Kid will put it in their trunk.
It and the piece of metal magnetized to it.
Yes.
Wow, that's a crazy magnet.
And
Because if I
Indigo
recall
said,
correctly, gold isn't ferrous.
"What?
What?
No, the metal from the floor.
The metal from the floor."
Yeah,
Ah.
no, it's not sticking to the giant golden chunk, which now everyone can see.
Ah, gotcha.
Indigo says, "So, sounds bad." A couple of questions, of course, come to mind. How did he break out of Frontier Station's prison?
Hmm. Dude's got connections.
How about we ask that on the way back?
Yeah, it might be a good idea to get out of it.
Right.
We
Question
have a
number
long
2.
journey again.
How do we get back?
Good question. If I remember this place correctly, there should be shuttles that go everywhere. Should be able to charter our way back.
Oh, real quick. Sorry, guys. As a GM, just stepping out here. I need to restate something real quick. I made a slight mistake. Cyber 6 said that disappeared. The box appeared the next day. That's not true. The ship disappeared. The box appeared a few weeks later.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright.
I speaking, doing things, and
Yeah,
then
that's
reading my
fine.
notes again. Yeah, so he would have said the ship disappeared, and then a few weeks later, the box appeared there.
That makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
I
right.
was gonna say that was
So-
a speedy response, my dude.
So you said Tessa was resting, so clearly you guys got space to stay in.
Yes, we have a hotel of sorts not too far from here. She's fine. Everyone's fine. No one's made any threats against us yet. I'm guessing whatever Vector has planned has not taken effect yet.
Okay, then
Hmm.
let's get out of the open and go to this like hotel room and then figure our stuff out from there.
Yeah.
Right. But real quick though, Lucas, seriously though, does that hurt? Is that
Oh yeah, it does. But
Nice.
you know, it's worth it. He like puts out his left hand, like kind of slagging out. It's worth it. You just gotta believe me. One day. He like
She
stops and looks
nods.
like he's thinking.
You and your jello
No.
finger.
Oh my god.
And then she nods and she nods and she goes, "Oh, Isaac, so much has happened. I forgot to mention. There's a chance. Arms.
What?
Better arms. Organic
What kind of
ones.
arms? Organic.
They can fix her arms.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes.
Cyber puts a hand on like on her shoulders and says, "What she's trying to say is that we were able to track down some very talented bio cyberneticists. Sorry, I can't think of the word right now.
I think they're called doctors.
No, yeah, they're actually called something, and I just can't think of it.
It's okay.
Bioengineers?
But thank you.
What?
Think of
What?
the word?
What's the word?
Bioengineers.
Yeah, bioengineers.
Yeah, we found some very talented bioengineers here on Center. It might take some time, but they took very detailed X-rays and scans of her arms, and are quite confident that given enough time, they'll be able to safely remove them. And once they do that, we should be able to replace them.
Fantastic.
He nods. She nods too. So, a few months, and we should be good.
Okay.
So,
Does that mean
we,
you're staying here?
no. I mean, of course not. I need to go make sure Second Chance is okay, right?
Yeah. So should we check back every month or so?
And Cyber shakes his head. No, we've set up an account with them. They'll send us a notice when it's ready.
Oh. Oh, okay. Cool.
It's just, well, and he kind of hesitates, and Hart goes, "It's expensive, very expensive."
That's fine. Can we go?
Yeah,
Kids
hotel room. We can
slowly
talk in the hotel
inching
room.
towards the exit.
Yeah,
we
and, like,
can
and
talk
as
in
you're
the hotel
walking,
room.
she holds up like fingers and mouths 200 million credits.
Oh my god.
Well, if we somehow get that much, that would be fantastic. I will totally devote everything I have to that. To helping.
Not everything, she says. We'll figure it out. Don't make yourself poor.
Oh, I
She
can
kinda, like,
always
knocks
make
you on the side of the
money.
head.
We have a few things to sell.
She shakes her head. She's like, it's fine. I mean, I've gotten used to them. If it takes us a while, it takes us a while. It's okay.
No, I
It's
mean
not-
I have things that I need to sell, so we should
Yeah,
get
we have
going.
things that we need.
Oh, right. She
Like-
starts following along.
Like, if you haven't seen, there's this big thing of gold, and he's gonna
Hotel
flip open the
room.
chest.
No.
As kids holding it, I think not.
Not
He's
Um,
going
in
to
public.
try.
Not in
As
public.
as you guys are walking through the hangar bay and you're starting to get towards the hotel room, Isaac,
Hmm?
your sixth sense kicks off. You or your friends, someone is in mortal danger.
The fucking message is a bomb. I'm calling it right now.
Probably.
Everyone roll me perception checks.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Oh, I'm not trained for that. Oh,
I'm not a perceptive boy,
Oh fuck.
and Lucas is the best perceptive.
No.
the best percepti.
Oh, okay,
Lucas.
I got what you're saying. No, I got 14.
He got 15.
Lucas?
Yeah.
You're the only one that
Oh.
sees this. Anna has a red dot dancing on her forehead.
Okay.
Oh boy.
It's going down.
Good. Big question. So, I'm trying to figure something out. So his power went off. He realized something, and I saw it.
Right. So his power went off. Right.
Okay.
Isaac, I assume you would have said or noticed or said something. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's true. I didn't actually give Vern a chance to say something. I should have had that before I had you all roll perception checks. But a
I
fair
was just
point.
like, wait, what happened?
Yeah, no, that you are correct. But it's fair to assume that Isaac would have done or said something.
Maybe a body language or something. I was just
Yeah.
making sure that I wasn't mentally connected with his ability or something.
No, so Isaac, what would you have said or done once your senses kicked off?
Probably just he would tense up really hard and go, "We're in danger." That's it.
Okay. So that happens. Everyone starts kind of looking around, maybe the box. And Lucas, that's when you notice.
All right. Lucas will try to dive at her and knock her aside.
Roll me a dexterity save.
Okay. There's my character. I always keep going like my character sheet's on another tab. No, it's this one. You big dumb. Whoa.
All right. Okay. You dive and knock her to the side exactly just in time as a plasma bolt burns the spot where she was into the floor.
Oh.
And as that happens, now I'm not kicking off initiative just yet. We might need to get into that in just a moment. But as that happens, Isaac, you obviously kind of hyper aware, right?
Yeah.
You notice that one of the ships nearby, a figure in full body armor, is leaping down towards all of you with two swords drawn and lands about 10 feet away. and holds the sword up and says, "No one move."
Do I recognize the voice?
No, you don't.
Before we do the one by one, does any of the player characters recognize the voice?
No, no one recognizes the voice.
How far away is this guy?
About 10 feet away from you all.
Oh,
Good.
God, that's close.
Yeah. Well, they were on a ship that you were passing by.
Oh.
But I will tell you this, Lucas. It's clear. Whoever this is, that is not the person that had something trained on Anna.
Right.
The angles are completely different.
Got it. Oh, I played Ace Attorney. I know about gun angles.
Gotcha. Yeah, no. Lucas stands up. Objection.
Oh. I had 2 predictions for when we get back. One was correct, as the ship was going to be gone with one of my predictions. Second prediction hasn't been proven true yet, but it's still a possibility.
Yeah, it's a possibility for me.
So,
Are we launching into initiative?
not
No.
just yet, unless you desperately want to. They are not moving to attack you yet.
Isaac,
I mean, they've taken a shot, but no others are
There's a
coming.
shot and a person with swords drawn walking
Yes.
towards us.
Cor-
No
no,
one's
no.
aggressive yet.
Right. Not walking towards you. They've just landed 10 feet away from you. Now, if you guys choose to attack, if you guys choose to attack, we'll go into initiative, but they are not making any further attacks towards you yet.
I want to talk, but Lucas is kind of on me, so I'm probably distracted.
Kid is going to lift the box as if they're ready to throw it and go, "Don't try anything."
listen, we just got back from a really long, irritating trip. Please don't make us do anything we would both regret.
The figure in the body armor pauses and lowers its sword a bit. You.
What about me? I just want to go sleep.
And in a language only you understand, she says, "You're Atlantean?"
He's gonna respond in Atlantean. Why are you attacking us?
What is your name?
He's gonna say his name. Isaac Redfield.
The sword just kind of lowers. And then she kind of cocks her head to the side, and then still in an Atlantean. "Father, you heard? What do I do?" Right.
So we can
And then
go,
back-
right?
Back in common, she says, "Look, we're here just for that bitch." And she points to Anna and her pet little monster. And she points to Kid.
What the
That's it.
fuck did I do?
She points back to you. You know what you did.
I did a lot of things. Be more specific.
She points back to Kid. "How about creating those for a start? How about
What?
murdering my
That was
mother for a
not
start?"
me.
What? No, what?
Kid
Dude,
just looks at her, drops the box, and just goes, "That is not my mother."
first things first, she's from the future. You take
Second
that
of all,
back.
I should never be a mother.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop right there before you punch me, okay?
Hey, I could give you the shovel, but
We don't have a shovel here.
that's being metaphorical. Anyway, wait. People had guns pointed at my head. Why?
Lucas thought you. Yeah, that seems kind of weird. Who's shooting at her?
Also, Kid is my friend.
And I'm not?
Damn. Called
There
out.
would have been a pause.
Well, I mean, we don't really hang out, you know? We just drink together.
Kid
That
like
sounds like
waves their
friendship
hands
to
like
me.
this is not the time. Shut up, Isaac.
Yeah, well,
The figure in the body armor seems to be in a conversation. No, father. There's too many unknowns. This isn't the time. Yes, I agree. Fine. Pull back. I'll deal with it.
Kid waves their hand at her, just like, wait, hang on. What do you know about my mother? If you're looking to hunt her down, tell me where she is.
yeah, we've been kind of trying to hunt her down as well in our spare time, obviously. We also just had our ship stolen, so we kind of have a lot of things going on right now. So
Shut up,
Are
Isaac.
we-
Where is my mother?
okay,
She's a sword. And Anna, you notice there's still or Lucas, I'm assuming by now you would have noticed there's still a red dot on you. But she sheathes her sword. She removes her body armor helmet. And what you see is a very tall, blonde girl with very long blonde hair, with very similar features to Isaac. And maybe slightly older, by 5 years or so. And she says, it would seem that there's a lot to explain. But if we're not to fight, then I want that thing tied up. And she points over to Kid.
Good fucking luck.
it's stronger than all of us. I
What do
don't want
you know about my mother? Kid's like slapping the top of the box.
I know that she made the thing that murdered mine. The thing like you.
So then we can kill her together.
You think I'm gonna trust anything you say? You're nothing but a weapon.
They're not
designed
a good
to
liar.
murder, designed to do what she says. And
Look, if you try,
she points to Anna, look just like her.
I
doesn't.
don't even know how to do that. I just drink and punch things.
It's true, you know.
Sorry,
It's true, you know.
I'm trying to keep character here, people.
Oh my god.
And what is true, kid, it's true. You, as far as you know, Anna does not look anything like the mother you know.
Now,
Yeah,
hold on,
no,
hold-
kids just shaking their head, just like, what the fuck are you talking about? She looks nothing like her.
Yeah, before we continue this conversation, I have to say, it is raining plasma. We should get indoors.
I was told
Oh
to shut
God.
up. I should.
Look, there's a thing pointing at me that could kill me. Can we move?
There's you know what? Roll me a persuasion check. Would someone like to aid him?
Yes.
I would not like to aid him. I would like to do a sleight of hand check.
Okay, sleight of hand check to do what?
I would like to sneakily, or maybe stealth. I would like to sneakily apply Armor of Ithin to Lucas.
Isn't that like
There's
super
no way to
bright and
sneakily
flashy?
cast a spell, my friend. You have to chant
mutter
that.
under his breath, and
That's not
move.
a sleight of hand check.
we'll move the things behind him. Move his hands.
I mean, yes. My point is that, especially in 5th edition, there's a reason why you can't stealthily cast spells. I
Fine.
mean, I'd let you do a sleight of hand to do the hand gestures, but you can do it. If you roll extremely well, I'll give you a shot.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I don't have any guns or anything. I'm useless.
Oh my god.
None of us have guns.
I have a
But I'm the
short bow.
gunslinger.
All right. Lucas, roll persuasion at advantage.
Should I be saying things since I'm also helping persuasion and that needs voice?
Yes, please, by all means.
Look, clearly if you have like Just call your shooter down. You can keep a gun to my head if that helps you feel better.
No.
Oh, he's not going to be called down. He's less reasonable than I am.
Yeah, give me a shot. I have a
How
winning
about a
smile.
26, Mr. Gentleman?
Yeah. All right. With that, she kind of sighs and she says, "Father, this isn't the time. What we were told wasn't right. Because we weren't told Isaac would be here. I said stand down, Dad. I'll deal with it. I'll meet
Can
you in
Kid
3
hear
hours."
any of this?
Yeah. Oh, well, no. Isaac would be the only one that would recognize any of this because it's all in Atlantean. And with that, the red laser pointer moves off of Anna. And she sheaths her other sword and she says, "Okay, perhaps we should move away from here. But keep that thing away from me."
Kid sticks out their tongue, picks up their box, and starts walking away.
It has a name, you know.
I really could not give any less fucks.
So, sushi?
Oh my god.
She
Nobody?
shrugs.
Okay.
And you all go get sushi.
Woo!
No, I mean, seriously, I mean, you guys could literally go if you want to. She's basically doesn't care where you go as long as it's somewhere still somewhat public.
Yeah, Kid doesn't want to take her back to the hotel.
Right. She also does not want to go somewhere private with you guys, so.
I know. Why don't we go to Wonderworld? Kinda hard to kill people in Wonderworld. Plus, there's an amusement park.
Isn't that where you murdered someone?
Shut up. Going to Wonderworld, okay?
Well, be careful, you might get redeputized.
I don't want to.
So anyways.
She'll say perhaps somewhere a bit closer, but yes. So you guys go to, say, the open market, because Wonderworld's a bit far from the hangar.
Okay.
But to the open market. And you find yourselves a nice public restaurant. And she'll scoot in, still wearing her body armor.
Oh my god.
God, stop going behind me, Lucas. God. Stop it. You're creepy.
Isaac and Indigo and Hart are coming with us.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Actually, not Indigo. Indigo's going to quietly peel off and let Anna know that she's going to go be with Tessa just in case.
Kenzie has his plus.
Yes, Kinsey.
You're muted.
You're muted.
That explains a lot. Okay, so first of all, Anna highly appreciates Indigo going to Tessa because she's not going to bring up Tessa around her, this
Right.
person who wants to kill her right now. But the plus mark was for when we sit down. Anna's going to look over and go, "Okay, just to make things clear, what do you think my name is?"
I'll be honest with you. We don't know her name.
Oh my god. Kid just rolls their eyes and goes, "So what you're saying is you know less about her than I knew."
I know exactly what she looks like.
You don't. She looks nothing like her. Like, well, she's got like the black hair, but that's it. That's
Okay.
it.
So she altered herself.
She
But I do
didn't.
know that she looked just like her. And I do know that she made you and those like you. And I do know that one that looks a lot like you, just a little taller and a little skinnier maybe, killed my mother.
Kid's face goes just completely blank.
And I know that my father is going to find her and murder her.
Not
And
before
none of
I
us
do.
are going to stop that.
Okay,
So-
Isaac is getting popcorn.
So just to get it straight, very close to like that height and size and things like that.
Which who who
For kid.
taller?
She's talking about Slim.
I don't know what you call it.
Well, I
Just
didn't
making
have the
sure that it's not
vocabulary back.
like a big thing or something.
No. Well, he might have gotten bigger. Well, no, because that was the future. So he's probably about the same size now. God, I hate this. This is stupid. And they just kind of like run a hand over their face and goes.
She kind of just takes a deep breath. She says, "Let me start over."
Yes, please do.
My name is Theta Redfield.
Well, glad to meet you. I'm Anastasia Hyde.
She looks at you and then nods. My father and I have been hunting someone who we thought was you, looked just like you, and created it and those like it. Oh, you've been muted.
Yeah, I'm a fool.
Why? What were you saying?
So she said her name, right?
Yes.
Which was again?
Theta Redfield.
He's gonna be surprised, but not really that surprised because Backsmack through oh man, Dio Jawbreaker told him that he had a sister.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be real surprised, but listen to what she has to say.
Real quick, didn't Isaac and his dad like see each other though?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, we don't know when that happened though, like what period in time that was.
Technically, yeah. What happened was they saw each other, and his dad said, "I am fighting something very dangerous. If you want to join me, come find me." Basically.
So his dad has seen what Isaac looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Their words, Isaac.
Yeah, he's seen what Isaac looks like. Right. I mean, Isaac, I assume you weren't wearing like a helmet at that time.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
He knows.
So, and she'll continue. She'll say, "My father was something that is known as a corsair, which," and she'll look to Cyber Six. "I know you know him well." Cyber Six will nod. "He was very respected. Had a wife. Had 2 children." Looks at Isaac briefly. "And while I can't say he was the most loving father, he was, well, there was an incident. A woman, a biochemist from Zeberon, started creating it," she points to Kid, "those like it, as weapons. I don't know exactly why. We think that it's some form of marketing or whatever. There's always people trying to make some new type of weapon. But they would be used for assassinations. Dad thinks he got a little too close to shutting her down, and she used one of her creations to, well, I believe, to send a message. The thing you called Slim murdered my mother. Our mother. And then, well, and then this woman and her beings went into hiding We believe they used the temporal gate to travel back in time to continue their research under less scrutiny. After Mother's death, Father became possessed. He wanted to hunt her down. The Corsairs wouldn't let him. And Cyber 6 puts his fist down on the table, like, fairly hard, and he says, "That's leaving out quite a few details, don't you think? We wouldn't let him because this person you speak of is integral to the timeline. If your father kills her, a new timeline will be formed, and he knows it."
Kid looks over at Cyber and goes, "So you're saying I'm not allowed to kill her either?"
Cyber 6 looks away.
Well, everyone's supposed to die.
Okay, what if we were to take her and put her somewhere that she can never escape from?
No, she dies. Kid looks him square in the eye.
I mean, that's an option too. I'm just trying to bring up other options. I'll shut up again. Sorry.
Cyber 6 says, "I'm not a Corsair anymore, but I can't deny that killing her before her time and place comes could cause great danger." He shrugs. "I don't know anymore. I don't know what the answer to that question is. I suppose it's a question that would be answered if and when the time comes, wouldn't it?"
Yeah.
But my point is, that's a mighty detail to leave out. Your father, Isaac, was thrown out of the Corsairs because he was betraying everything the Corsairs stood for by hunting down your mother's killer.
Well, I know that. I was trying to look for him for several years, so I got all the information I could about that. Although I didn't know that it was related to Kid's mom in the slightest. I also, for the longest time, thought that my mom died from giving birth to me. Didn't know I had a sister.
Theta nods her head. You were very, very young. Father knew that he wouldn't be able to take care of you and hunt her. He thought that I was just old enough to train, so he took me along and left you in the charge of, well, of relatives. As I said, Father is not exactly what you would call number one dad material.
Yeah, know that feel.
But
Yeah.
whatever you may say about him, he loved Mother dearly and is a man possessed.
No, I get that. I understand that completely.
And more importantly, these things, she points over to Kid again, are a plague. What the Corsairs, and she looks at Cyber, don't understand is that she is making more and more of them. And if they are unleashed on this galaxy, they will become a bigger threat than you could possibly imagine. She needs to be stopped permanently. And if that forms a new timeline, that is a small price to pay.
Isaac's gonna raise his hand and gently say, I understand. Please understand when I say Kid, he's gonna point over to Kid. Different. She is trying to be better. Learning. She's trying to be a different person. She wants to not do whatever she was built for. She wants to... We've traveled with her, for over a year. And They have. I can't tell you how many hours they have spent just coloring, using crayons, drawing things. Even recently, on our trip to Palladium, they learned how to do chemistry by themselves.
Theta sits back, shaking her head. I have hunted these things for longer than you can imagine. And she pulls out a pistol and puts it on the table. This is my favorite weapon. It is a beautiful gun. I even named it. And sometimes I like to think it has a personality, but at the end of the day, it is designed to do one thing. It is a weapon and nothing more. And she looks at Kid as she puts the gun back up.
I see. Well,
So, the point that leads to all of this is we were tipped off by someone that this creature and the woman that we were after would be sooner or later arriving at the exact spot you were, lured there by some sort of message that our contact gave us. So we set up an ambush.
yay, so that's
Vector.
another thing Vector did. Okay. Yeah, that's the guy that stole our fucking shit. Although technically we commandeered it from him when we put him in jail. We're just trying to get back to Frontier Station because we have business there and we have our own ship there.
So I've answered a lot of your questions. Answer one of mine. She looks straight at Anna. If you're not this woman, why do you look just like her?
She doesn't.
Because black hair is common? I don't know. I don't know her. I've never met her.
She will take out a small data pad, key in a few things on it, put it on the table. It is a picture of a woman that looks remarkably like you. It's an older picture. She's wearing a lab coat, has hair very similar to yours, facial features similar to yours. Not exactly like yours, but very similar. Standing next to your father.
Oh, you son of a fucking bitch. And she's just gonna put her head in her hands. So she's alive after all of that.
Yes, Kid, you have a plus sign.
Kit's going to take a look at that picture. And then, all right, I'm just picturing like all of us at a booth or something, and Kit's just got their chest at the end of the table and they've been sitting on it. And so they get off of the chest and then they open it and they pull out their sketchbook and start flipping to a clean page. And they're just doodling this entire time while they're having an exchange. And I'd like to roll an art thing.
Roll me art proficiency.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, they would essentially draw a rendition of what they saw from Finn Mookie's schematics that she found of the genetic alterations to Dr. Sean.
So, comparing side to side from what you remember, from what you saw, and this, there's some similarities, but man, there's been a lot of changes. But from an artistic perspective, especially with that role that you made, you could see it maybe as a base, maybe as if you look at it almost from like a mold that was shaped into something else. Yeah. But
yeah, they're not
Dr.
going
Sean
for like
must have changed a lot.
Yeah, no, I mean like she wants they want to draw this out to show what's her name, Tetra, something like that. Theta, that's what it is. But yeah, they want to essentially draw something out to show Theta to be like, no, the last time I checked, which is technically 500 years into the future, this And they slap down the sketchbook onto that page is what my mother looks like. Or at least will.
She looks at that. They don't look anywhere remotely the same. Maybe the hair.
Kid just kind of gives her a deadpan stare. Just like, no fucking duh.
How old's this picture? Do you know?
I'm not positive, but it was taken before my mother was killed. And that was, 20 years ago?
What if I told you that 20 years ago, my mother vanished and I never saw her again?
Then I'd say you have a very disturbed family.
You
to the
are
club.
not wrong.
So, what? I'm supposed to believe the apple fell far from the tree?
I'm more
Here
like my
you
father.
are, a daughter of the woman that I plan to help my father kill, traveling with one of her creations, and that's what? Coincidence?
Coincidences happen.
I mean, they're also traveling with your brother. Don't forget that, sis. Ha!
Roll me a
finger
persuasion
guns.
check, actually.
Oh my god.
Because, I mean, you bring up a fair point.
My assist, is that like a...
Yeah, how would you assist?
How would I assist blatant logic that anybody who would look at it would go, well, yeah.
Yeah?
He's right, you know.
I mean, you gotta do something to count as an aid.
I guess it would just be like, and me, the mystery person. What am I doing here?
Nobody fucking knows that
That
I'm
is
here.
a character.
Not sure how helpful that is, but yes.
Oh
I will
my god!
Oh.
God freaking dang it.
She'll
Ow, no.
look at Isaac and she'll say, "How do you know they're not manipulating you to get to father? She knows he's after her."
Well, I recruited this one from here as
So you
a
think?
Well, let me finish instead of interrupting me, Miss Rude.
She kind of looks taken aback.
Miss Rude Field.
To be fair, the only siblings he's probably seen have been Anna and Tessa.
Right? She like takes a little taken back. She's obviously not used to to being talked to like that.
I recruited her. Well, I didn't. Our group, which I've been traveling with, trying to find Dad for a long time, recruited her to be a pickpocket, and her handler / owner, quote unquote, big huge air quotes, decided to just outright leave. So she's been traveling with us, and her we met in the future just by chance.
I was being set up for apparently attempting to murder someone that I did not attempt to murder for once.
It's true. And she actually saved her sister.
Being set up for attempted murder, I'm not surprised.
I don't know biochemistry. Can you believe me on that?
No.
I think the only chemistry she knows is what's in alcohol.
I know what it tastes like. I don't know how it works.
Okay, I know how it works, somewhat. She just tastes
The only reason
popcorn.
why she hesitates is Isaac offers popcorn. And she just gives Isaac this look.
Listen, I'm trying to
Jesus.
defuse the situation. I don't
She
want you
says-
to try and kill my friends, okay? We're in a shitty situation.
Then let me be very clear. The only reason why we didn't attack you is because you were there and because Cyber 6 was there. And whatever else may have happened, there is still I'd like to think mutual respect between the two of you, she says to Cyber 6. But you're going to have to really talk fast to convince us not to kill your little friends here, just to be safe.
Ha, good thing I'm not little.
I wasn't talking to you. Is he sane?
No.
Yes.
Well, I suppose
Oh, I
that
haven't
answers my
introduced
question.
myself. I'm sorry. Hello, I'm Lucas. Sticks out a hand that has the pointer finger as a gelatin blue.
Go ahead and wiggle the finger. It's nice. It's fun. You can squish it.
She doesn't take your hand. She goes, there is one method I can think of. And she looks directly at Anna. If you can stomach it.
Depends. I can stomach a lot.
Let me read your mind.
Don't leave me
All of it.
hanging.
Okay.
Full access.
Give me
Have
some
fun.
skin.
I mean everything.
Yeah.
She looks a
I
little
mean-
taken aback.
Listen, we don't have much time. We're supposed to go to Frontiers, so if she's good with it, why don't we get this show on the road and let's get on out of here.
Arm's getting tired.
She
Popcorn?
just continues to ignore Lucas and stands up, walks directly over to Anna.
You may need therapy after this, but go right ahead.
And she uses her psionic abilities to enter your mind. Do you resist or attempt to resist
No.
at all? Okay. She delves into your mind. It's not a pleasant experience. She's not exactly gentle. And she reads pretty much your life story.
Oh wow, that's a lot of death.
That is a lot of death. Wow, you have been a busy girl. And after a while, she stops and says, real quick, Anna, Kid and Anna, have you guys talked about what Kid found out from Finn Mookie? About Simon acquiring Mother's company and that kind of thing?
I think that was I'm like 90% sure that was actually a conversation they had in the same room as Finn
I
Mookie.
think so. I'm
Yeah,
90%
so-
positive as well. I just wanted to be
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
I think when also I did backstory time, I think I brought it up during that too.
Right. So so to refresh, some of the information you found when you got into the vault to get the
Yeah.
golden orb was that your father's company acquired the same company, or the company, because Kid's mother's, Dr. Sean's company had fallen on hard times and had been acquired by your father's company.
Did you call him Simon?
I'm sorry, I did, didn't I? No, I'm sorry. No, Ian.
Yeah.
My apologies. I don't have your backstory pulled up right in front of me. Sorry. So
No.
by Ian's company.
I just
Um,
totally believed. I'm like, who's Simon? I guess that happened. Okay.
Simon's a completely different person entirely.
He
He's
decided
not
to
a
That's
change
your
his
other
name.
dad.
Yeah.
No. She sits back. I just wanted to make sure because that was something that would be in your head. She
Yeah.
sits back and she says, "Okay. First of all, you're a fucked up woman."
I was an executioner. What did you expect?
Not that.
No. You never told us
Did
the
I
word
just say
executioner.
yeah?
No, I said you know. You never told us you were an executioner.
And she doesn't need to, brother. Some things are a woman's secrets to keep.
Okay, and he's gonna give her a thumbs up.
She leans back in her chair. All right. So I believe you, and I can make Dad see reason. But that's not good news. If what I saw in there is true, and I have no reason to believe it's not, that means that your father, I'm guessing, has reacquired your mother's company, which means they're working together again.
Oh, that's a good point. Drops head into hands again.
Kid frowns and like scratches their head a little bit and then looks over at Anna and goes, Does this mean that your mom is my mom?
No response. Just like, if anything, head just collapses onto table.
So it looks like you have another sibling.
Oh.
They both groan in unison.
So who's telling Tessa?
We don't know if it's for oh. And then Kid just slams their hands down and goes, "Fuck!"
Oh, we are siblings.
No, we Hellhound.
Yeah. What about Hellhound?
We can't let her get to him.
Then why are you bringing him up in front of her?
Not her. Well,
You mean mother?
yes.
Oh. But he's 500 years in the future.
Situation.
Well, I can think of one thing. If this person, Vector, who gave us the information to find you, is really out to get you, he had enough information to know that we wanted, well, your mom, which means he might have more information on her, where she is, what she's doing.
Yeah. Might be a good idea. I mean, trust me, with what we did with him, he's mad. So, we're probably gonna have to take care of him anyways.
All things considered, I know Father is not going to work alongside one of those weapons, and quite frankly, I'm not sure I want to either.
That's fine. And
Yeah, that's
Kid
fine.
gets up and goes, all right. So either you can play nice and coordinate with us, or you can fuck off, because we have a lot of things to do.
Funny, I was about to say the same thing. She throws a communicator on the table. Coordination might work best. If what I saw in her mind is true, you might have quite a tough time ahead. If you find something useful to us, or if you need help. And she looks at Isaac directly when she says this.
Well, if you have
Okay.
a ship.
Yeah, we need to get to Frontier.
Oh,
I'm not going on a ship with her.
We have a ship, but yes.
Do
that
you
thing
have
is
a
not coming
shuttle?
along. Its center. You can find transport. This is literally the transportation hub of the galaxy. She says, like opening her arms wide. The only question I have is, do you want to meet Father?
Well, I think the better question is if he wants to meet me. Because if I recall
Technically,
correctly,
he already has.
yeah, technically he
Isaac-
already has. It. Hold on.
Brother.
Keep. Let me finish. Technically,
Again, she looks a little taken aback.
be nice to me, okay? Technically-
Seemed to be nice to anybody still having his hand out.
You're interrupting too. Technically, he shot at one of my friends, two of my friends. So, it's up to him.
So he was the one with the gun pointed at me, eh?
I'm
Yes.
guessing, probably. Yeah. There you go.
I wasn't 2 for 2.
Isaac, I've learned something about Father over the years. While I would say that he probably still loves us as children, there is only one thing left in this world that he truly wants. And that is the death of that woman. So, if you want to talk to Father, you will have to go talk to him.
Why don't we talk over this lady's corpse? How about that? Does that work into his plans?
Fair enough.
Sounds good.
Fine. Then, look, for what it's worth, I don't agree with everything Dad did. I certainly don't agree with him leaving you where he did. And it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to meet you. It would be nice if we could hang out more, and maybe we can have a nice relationship. But
Maybe, like you said, over that woman's corpse.
yeah.
The communicator's there. If you need anything, or if we find anything, we'll contact each other.
Okay.
And Mackenzie, you have a plus sign.
I just realized one thing she wouldn't have seen. She
Oh.
wouldn't have seen what we did to Vector, because Anna wasn't there.
That's true. She wouldn't.
She was watching the ship.
Right. So all she would know is that Vector. All she would know about Vector was the message you guys literally just saw.
Yeah, I think that's the only time Anna's seen Vector either. Has been in that message.
Exactly. Yeah. And so that's the only time she would have seen him. And then she knows that Vector was the one that gave her the info that you would be there. So that's all she knows. But still, that was enough for her to draw those conclusions.
Yeah, it was like, well, it's enough to also be like, this is definitely not the woman you think it is. But yeah, it's just more pointing out she still doesn't know what Vector did. Even Anna doesn't 100% know.
Right.
She doesn't care, but that's besides.
And she'll say, so, if hunting Vector down gets us to whatever this woman is, she hesitates for a very long time and then looks at Kid. Does she have a name?
Kid?
Dr. Sean.
Oh.
Dr. Sean. If hunting Vector down gets us closer to Dr. Sean, and you need our help to do so, use the communicator. We'll be there.
Sounds good.
Kid as like a little side portrait on the monster mom drawing. They would draw us the portrait of what she looked like when Kid like originally knew her. So just like a very stern looking Indian woman with dark black hair.
Mm-hmm.
And angry eyes.
Which means, Anna, that even when she started making so basically it means that when your mother disappeared, she had immediately started changing the way she looked.
Okay.
The only thing that seems to be similar is the hair. The hair seems to be the one thing that hasn't changed very much.
But
we
yeah,
are never introducing her to Tessa.
My sister?
But yeah, Kid. Sean, hopefully.
Oh yeah, no.
I meant Isaac's sister, right? Like this is out of character.
Oh yeah, no, we're not.
Okay, that's fair.
We're not.
But yeah, Kid would give the drawing to her, just like in case you happen to run into her in a earlier timeline before. Well, it's not a different timeline; it's a different time. Whatever, keep it. They throw their art stuff back into the trunk.
She'll nod, and Theta will take it, and she'll get up to go, and she'll pause, and she'll say, "Oh, if this helps, I don't really know who this Vector is, but I can tell you, we are not easy to contact. If he was able to get a hold of us, he's very resourceful. If you have a lot of enemies, I'd be careful."
You've seen all my enemies.
I have, which is why I'm telling you to be careful.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of the things we've done, we've ended up kind of making We haven't been nice to people. Think about it.
I am a perfectly kind woman. What are you talking about?
Kid
Only
looks
when you're
at
sober.
her.
She and Theta actually snorts at that and then just walks away.
Bye.
She kind of gives a wave over her shoulder. Luke is still holding his hand out.
Towards her.
Yeah.
Already shook his hand.
Oh my god. Anyways. God. What a bitch.
So there's probably like a moment of silence, and then Cyber 6 pipes up and says, "So, for the record, did
Mhm.
not know she killed your mother until just now. Knew that your father was obsessed with killing this woman. Knew that she was important to the timeline. Had no idea about the rest of it, or I would have let you know."
You didn't ask why he was obsessed with murdering someone?
Of course we asked. We
It
pleaded, we
happens.
begged. But you don't understand Isaac's father. He's a
I
quiet
don't
man.
understand a lot of people.
He was always very closed, didn't speak much. The only person he was ever warm to was, well, his wife and his kids. And when his wife was killed, well, he changed a lot. Bless you.
Lucas, put your hand down.
No, wait. Huh? He like whips around with his arm. What?
The point still stands. I know that a lot of you here want to see Dr. Shawn dead. But understand something. Something she does in the future, but before Zeberon's made, affects the timeline greatly. And if that
Okay,
event
what
does
is
not
it?
occur,
It's probably best not to know. Best thing not to make sure that we don't know nothing about no timeline, so we don't mess nothing up.
Agree
If
with
we
that.
kill her after that point and she's already done it, then it won't matter.
But
Isaac's
here's
just
the
gonna
thing
point at
about
her.
timelines that I figured out. If we don't know what the fuck's going to happen, and we change things, the universe goes, yes, that was always supposed to happen, and then change accordingly. More of like a guess and balance thing from what I've seen of the last time we had an orb and not orb thing.
We can't be strategic about timing. We just have to go for it.
Cyber 6 kind of shrugs and he says, I will say that, well, you guys were never a part of the Corsair's calculations. You're kind of a wild card.
Take that as a compliment.
I
You
mean,
should.
how many times have we split the timeline? Let's be real. He looks over to Cathor.
Cathor shakes his head. None, I hope. In fact, as far as I understand, the universe still thinks I'm dead in that tomb.
True, but what about the golden orb?
What about the
That
golden
changed
orb?
things.
So one.
One.
We
Let's
don't
go
know
2 for
that,
2.
though. Let's just maybe not. Okay. Kids just like gets up and goes, "Can we go to the hotel?"
Please.
As long as we can buy very strong alcohol along the way.
No,
My arm's
We're
stuck.
in the marketplace.
I'm not buying you anything.
You guys, so yeah, we can handle this more narratively. You guys get up, you go back to the hotel. You will find Tessa and Indigo at the hotel. It's a modest hotel. It's comfortable. It's not rich or anything. It's actually located near the spaceports. The spaceports have tons of hotels. As you know, many of the travelers and merchants will stay there and want to be close to their ships. It is what you would consider like a good 3 to 4 star hotel. Comfy, nice, clean, nothing of note. But you find Tessa and Indigo there, safe, unharmed. Tessa's still sleeping. Indigo's in the same room with her, but she obviously went in quietly and has not disturbed Tessa.
Anna is going to go over. Is there like a pillow she can grab that is not like? Is there another bed
Sure,
in the
like
same
any
room?
hotel, the bed is too big for just one person, so there's
Okay.
extra pillows.
So she's gonna grab one of the pillows and then just chuck it at Tessa and then duck.
Tessa will like sit up, get up. What? Who?
Isaac's just gonna point at the ducking Anna.
Lucas has his arm out.
Kids
Anna,
walking by with the trunk.
Tessa like takes a second, gets this mischievous grin, grabs a pillow in both hands, and does like a flying elbow off the bed with the pillow
jeez.
and
Oh,
lands
Jesus.
on Anna and just starts like beating her 2.5 months.
Fair.
Oh, my God.
Anna will let her get in some hits before she grabs at her wrist.
And then finally, like when you grab her wrist, she'll say, "Welcome back. Everyone okay?
Alive?
Good. Ship's gone."
We noticed.
Kid, I did see you had a plus.
Oh, that can be for like a quiet moment later on.
Sure.
I just wanted to put that up there before I forgot.
Gotcha. And she'll say, "Okay, well, so, everything successful? Everything go okay? You take that nice weird girl home?"
Yes, she is home. That mission was successful.
Good. Right. About the whole vector thing, she says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Well, that's fine. I mean, we've been in worse pinches before.
it gets worse.
Why don't we just go to Candyland and hide out until it, blows over?
We can't.
It gets worse.
I mean, worse than Candyland?
So I'm gonna let you guys figure out this stuff. Hart and I are just gonna be in the other room. Bye.
So, Tessa, I got an unexpected answer to a question we've had for many years of our life.
Okay.
So, we might have an idea what Mom's been doing.
Tessa kind of sits down. And like at this point, like Cyber 6 is like, I think I'm just gonna go check on the thing Isaac was gonna and he like kind of grabs Cathor and Lucas by the arm and we're just gonna
Go into the other room. Maybe not the room with the
Cathor,
lovebirds.
you gotta check out my finger.
and you guys all head off so that it's just Indigo, Anna, Kid, and Hart.
The kid's like trying to walk out as well.
The coach is watching.
Yeah, Indigo's kind of like looking at Anna for a cue, like should she be here or not? Because she doesn't know what's going on.
Anna's just gonna be like, maybe duck.
Maybe
Or
what?
leave or duck.
I mean, like she not sure how that cue like would Anna want Indigo in the room or not?
Oh, it sure is a room with 2 zappers. Indigo should leave.
Gotcha. Yeah, so Indigo's gonna go. Kid's gonna go. So it's just Anna and Tessa.
So, Mom is alive.
How do you know?
Because someone just tried to kill me because I looked like her.
What? What? Why? I don't understand.
Because so you know about Kid's mother, right?
Not really. I
Or
mean,
you know the concept of, right?
kind of. Kid was designed by someone, something.
Good chance it's the same woman.
What?
Yeah.
You're saying that mom made Kid?
Maybe. Most likely.
So, I mean, okay, first of all, it's really weird.
Oh yeah.
But so is that bad? I mean, so what's so wrong with that? It's not illegal
Oh.
to make. I mean,
Oh. You
Kid's
know
a
how
little
there's
strange, I
yeah.
guess, but
You know there's more than just Kid, right? There's like others like Kid.
actually, I'm trying to think. I don't think Tessa would know.
Well, because would she have at least heard about what's his name on the Swamp Island or Swamp Planet?
Would you guys have talked about Hellhound?
We probably talked about Hellhound around her.
I'm going to leave that up to you and Kid. Like, I mean, I don't recall it happening in session. It might have happened out of session. I'd leave that up to you if you have or not.
Okay, Kid's saying they didn't, so yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, it's okay. It's like, oh right, you weren't on
Real
Swamp
quick,
Planet.
probably the most she would have like known about Hellhound is the fact that Kid's painting a bunch of portraits on their wall, and he's one of them. That's about it. Whether or not she actually questioned, just like, oh, that's interesting. Is that your family? Probably not, but whatever.
Tessa probably would have just thought that was like Kid trying to paint cooler versions of Kid self.
Hmm.
If you just draw yourself, but like huge and muscular, or
I don't know. Maybe you did. I get
no,
what
what? I would never do that.
you're saying. Okay, so I'll amend that. It's like, okay, so there's more than just Kid. There's other creatures designed to murder people, and they apparently murdered Isaac's mother.
Wait, Kid's designed to murder people?
Yeah,
I mean, I know Kid's a little weird and gets angry sometimes, but isn't that harsh?
honey, you lived with murderers.
Well, but she's not. Kid's not designed to murder people. I just always thought that was just, you know, side effect. Like you. It's not like you were made to kill people, but you did it.
Fair.
Who,
Also, I think you missed the point of that sentence.
who, who would just make something to kill people like that?
Apparently, our parents.
No. Look, I get it. Dad is into some bad things, right? I get it. But Mom wasn't like that.
One second, I need to remember something real quick.
Sure.
Because I can't remember if Anna was 8 or 6.
Well, how old is Anna right now?
26.
So she would be 6.
Okay, so Tessa would have been 4 then.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
So Tessa's memories, she would have them, but they'd be very young. So
yeah,
her memories of your mom would be very more idyllic child memories. You know what I mean?
I mean, even Tessa or even Anna's would be
True.
ideal.
Very true.
Like,
Yeah.
they're both be really young. So just be like, and I'll just be like, you were 4.
But
like,
no, look. I could believe that Mother would make Kid because yes, Kid's a little strange and a little weird, but Kid's also funny and kind, and I could believe Mom would make that. But I wouldn't believe in a million years that Mom would just make something designed to kill people. That's got to be a mistake. Someone's making a mistake. And that's an insult to Kid. You don't believe that, do you?
Vector sent these people who were who were Isaac's sister and father images of our parents saying the woman is the person who killed or who created the Kid and the others.
Okay.
Kid
So-
drew pictures of her mother. She has the same hair and
All right.
similar features.
Maybe it's all a misunderstanding.
It could
Look,
be.
Children don't always follow what their parents want them to. We didn't. Maybe mom made these people like Kid for a reason, and one of them went rogue or did something bad, but that doesn't make mom a killer.
Honey, I think Kid is the rogue one.
She looks upset. She goes, "No. No, mom's not. She wouldn't do that. And Kid's not." And she actually opens the door and walks out of the room very quickly. And Kid's somewhere in the next room, right?
Yes. Yes,
She
they are.
walks straight over to Kid and gets down on her knees and hugs Kid tightly and says, "You are not designed to kill things."
Oh Jesus! Oh God! Kid goes rigid, like gently, like pushes on her, just like, please let go.
And she's trying to cling on, and she says, "It's a mistake. They're wrong about you. It's not
They're
true."
not. Kid like pushes her away enough to like look in her face,
which you'd have no trouble doing.
yeah, and looks into Tessa's eyes and goes, "Do you really want to know? I can tell you if you really want to know. Because that's exactly what I was made for. I was told that every second of every day. Well, not literally, but it felt like it."
As you say that, like every word you say, her face gets darker and darker. And she kind of stands up and she goes, "What's wrong with you? My mother wouldn't do that."
I'm not saying it was your mom. I'm saying that's my mom. That's what she did to me. To all of us. Us being me and everyone else, not us as in you guys, but like I don't know if your mom is my mom, which is a really weird thought, but whatever. My mom is a lot of things moms, so why not? But we don't know for sure if it is. All I can tell you is that my mother, the person who made me, told me from the moment I came into existence that she made me to do exactly what she told me to do. And what she told me to do was murder everyone. Anything that wasn't strong enough, anything that wasn't fast enough. We were put into combat all the time against each other. And you didn't lose. You died. The only ones that survived were because of a draw or because they were so fucking sneaky that they just got out of it.
When you say the words that you were told to kill, her face just kind of loses its anger. And then she looks at Anna.
Anna stayed in the other room.
Oh, well, looks back to where Anna was. And she looks back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know if she can actually see Anna, but Anna's just sitting like on the floor against the bed, just like looks defeated.
Kid kind of pats her arm a little bit and goes, again, we don't know if they're the same person. They could just be in the same group. I don't know.
She
Just
shakes her
because
head.
my mother is terrible doesn't mean yours is. I don't know.
She actually shakes her head and very quietly says, "No. It wouldn't be the first time one of my parents told one of their children to murder people." And then she just kind of walks away.
Is she leaving the hotel room?
Yeah.
Uncharacteristically, Anna's not going to tell her to be safe. It's almost like Anna's just shut down.
But you would have heard, I mean, like, because she did say it purposely loud enough that you would have heard that last part.
That's why she shut down.
Yeah.
So she probably didn't even notice Tessa left.
And scene.
Well,
Yay.
Anna's leaving, and she looks really like Tessa's leaving. Looks a lot like Anna. So somebody should probably go and protect her. Yes, that's
Yeah.
Isaac.
No, he's spending time with his sweetheart.
Actually, no. He's dead on. His sweetheart happens to be Tessa's best friend, who would understandably be a bit more concerned about Tessa than the reunion at the moment. So they'd probably both go after her.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm sure Hart and Isaac would like to spend time together, but you know,
Everyone kind of followed them into the room.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like one of
Yeah.
those of like, sweetheart, I'm glad you're back, but Tessa probably needs someone right now. So yeah, I think Hart and Isaac would probably go after Tessa.
Yeah. And probably like offer to go and sit in a booth somewhere, go to Wonderworld, something.
Yeah,
Something
so
to get her
Isaac,
mind
I'll
off.
let you know. Basically, it is several hours of Tessa and Hart talking about everything, and I mean everything. Very clear that Tessa is very open with Hart, but it's a lot of Isaac not being asked his opinion. And Hart and Tessa talking everything through, and Isaac more as just, unless you decide to insert yourself, but Isaac more of just bodyguard or moral support.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Along the way, he's gonna purchase a couple of guns just in case. Because we sure don't have those here.
Did you guys not take any of your equipment with you?
Why would we take guns? They don't work there.
You didn't take it to center at all?
They would have
But-
been on the ship.
They would have been on the ship.
That would have been left on the ship. Gotcha.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and let me know, like, next session, what kind of guns. We'll deal with that out of session.
Just a couple of SDC pistols.
Sure. But yeah, so Tessa and Hart talk through a lot. And actually, Isaac, Tessa would be telling Hart, and thus you and Proxy, that Anna, but it's Tessa. Yeah, Anna.
It's her story too.
Yeah. Anna's and Tessa's father made Anna act as an executioner because of her powers. Tessa's father would utilize Anna's abilities to make a statement, to look impressive, look at the power I wield. And whenever someone would cross Ian, her father, there would be a sort of trial if you would have it, if you call it that, where basically Ian was the judge and jury and Anna was the executioner. And she knows Anna did not like it, but she also knows that Anna felt like she didn't have much of a choice. And now she's being told that maybe she has another sibling who was also told to just go out and murder people as well by her other parent. And she's not taking it very well.
Well, I will say, Isaac's going to be really quiet the entire time, unless he's asked a question. But
no, the only interaction that would be once in a while, Hart would kind of like reach under the table and squeeze your hand. That'd be it.
That's fine.
Harder than you'd think, like almost painful hard.
That's what bioregeneration's for.
But yeah, you were gonna say, sorry, I interrupted you.
That he's just going to be quiet and let them talk it out.
Sure. Seems like, is that a good place to end for this evening?
Dramatic wise, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next session, you guys can figure out where you're headed from here.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I think that's a lot
yeah,
to process.
that was
session.
a lot. That was a lot of
Oh
stuff.
boy.
Whew. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We will see you next time. We're gonna try and stream a bit earlier, like we usually do.
Yes.
Sorry for the late start and whatnot. But should be same place, same day, and all of that.
Indeed.
So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you.
Ta-ta.
My arm hurts.
No one ever shook it.
I did. I did.
Yes. No one important ever should know.
Oh,
Damn.
don't.
I know. Isaac did, but well, at least you know what? You Lucas A. Redfield shook it. I mean, so that's as good as it's gonna get. If it wasn't her, at least it was blood related.
I don't know, yeah, to get into character, to be like, how would I respond with my arm stuck out? I actually stuck out my arm for that period of time, and my god, having your arm stuck out for like an hour doesn't feel the best.
No, it doesn't.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
If stop, just like we're stopping the stream. Bye.
Bye.